Hello, I am Barrio Man. This might seem like a pretty different video uh, than what I usually put out on this channel, but I mean, I don't know, it's just kind of like I guess, change of, or something different, Just like let me know if you like it. Like, if this is something that you want to see, let me know. If it's not, if this is like something that's like if you subscribe for like the uploads of like movies and other stuff, then yeah, I'm sorry. But with that out of the way, today I saw two movies at the movie theater. I saw The Flash and Elemental. Now, one of them was the worst movie I've seen this year so far, and the other one was decent, not bad. I mean, I really, I don't know, in the moment, like, I really liked it because it was like much better than The Flash. So let's talk about The Flash first. The Flash, it's kind of hard to talk about it without like saying like what I don't like about it when like everyone else has already said what they don't like about it that I agree with, and basically my thoughts. But bad CGI, uh, bad acting, bad writing, uh, just like a bunch of pointless cameos that did not need to be there. Michael Keaton, just why? There was, yeah, like the whole like CGI cameos thing. Like, how about if we bring these actors back to life with the CGI? No, don't. Okay, don't do that. I really don't like that. It's gross. But it is Hollywood, and Hollywood is always gross, no matter how you slice it. But yeah, pretty bad movie. Like for some reason, it just had like a really weird conclusion. So like the whole plot of it was that for some reason, or no, not for some, Flash, you wanted to go back in time so that he could save his mom from being murdered. And so he puts the chopped tomatoes, a diced tomato can into her cart, and then like that like changes events, and so then like the Flash has gotta like fix all this, and it's like okay, so at the end of the movie, the Flash is working with Batman and Supergirl and the other Flash, and so they're all working together to stop General Zod. I really don't know what happened with like the General Zod thing. I mean, I heard it. I saw like a little bit of him at the beginning, but then like for like 10 minutes at the middle, like in the middle of the movie, I fell asleep. I'm sorry, but I fell asleep. I didn't really know what was happening, but then like I got back up again. Catch it up again. Okay, so like the one part where like they break into like the Russian lab, that was like the part where I started to fall asleep. And I was awake for the rest of the movie. But yeah, just a waste of time. I wish I could get my 2.5 hours back. That was probably the most miserable experience I've ever had. I think watching a movie this year ever. I don't know if it's the worst film I've ever seen. I mean, it's real bad, but I think there might be worse out there. Yeah. Anyways, do not go see The Flash. Probably aren't gonna go see it. It's not doing that well at the box office right now. But yeah, don't see it. Very bad movie. And also, Ezra Miller is a very bad person. Yeah, that's it. 1 out of 10. Very bad movie. Next film I saw was Elemental. When it first started, it kind of reminded me of Zootopia, and so I was like, oh, this is like Zootopia, and then I kept going. It's like, okay, this is a little different from Zootopia, and so, I kind of liked it. I liked the style. I thought the effects were cool. Like, it felt like more expressive than like Frozen or Toy Story. Like the models, like they felt like much more cartoonish and just like far more like a Gendy Tartakovsky movie. Like this didn't feel like a Pixar movie. It felt like like Hotel Transylvania. Well, no, not as good as that. Definitely not as good as that. But it felt different for Pixar, and for this movie, Pixar's just kind of like gone way off the deep end. I mean, they have really, really fallen off so hard, and it's kind of sad to see, really, because they made good movies, but now they're just making, they're just flatlining. Oh no, flatlining means that they basically are dead, really. But yeah. Elemental, I mean, good performances. I like the animation style. A lot of people make fun of it. But yeah, it's alright. It's forgettable. I just haven't really kept up with these Pixar movies because, there used to be a time where I'd get really excited for them. Because, there was something for me to look forward to. But then, they just kind of like, okay, I think what made them look worse in comparison were the Disney animation studios movies that were coming out like 2020 and 2021 that were making them look worse by comparison. And so these are two different animation studios. This is Pixar and this is Disney Animation Studios. They both make 3D animated movies now, but Pixar has done it for longer than Disney Animation Studios. I think they have, but Pixar, usually it's better than Disney Animation Studios. Because I haven't really seen. I don't really remember anything of note from Elemental. It's fine. Something you throw on in the background or maybe to just like watch with your kids or your family during like Thanksgiving or something like that. I don't know. I guess that's what Strange World was. But no one watched Strange World except for me, of course. I had to be that person to go out of my way to go see it in a movie theater because I wanted to see what all this buzz was about that certain character, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Elemental, it was fine. It just felt like so much more like a movie than The Flash. Because I haven't even brought up like all of my problems that I have with The Flash. There's just so much wrong with it that I can't even like describe what all that I hate about it. I could make just a really long and incomprehensible rant about me just going off about The Flash and how terrible it is. And no, I don't want to do that. I just want to really, I guess, just have my quick thoughts on it because I really don't think I don't think there's anything more for me to be said about it because most of what I think about it has already been said. I mean, I think one thing that hasn't really been said about The Flash is the cinematography. This is the same cinematographer from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now, that movie, it looks good. Well, yeah, it looks good. But, it's framed well because, it has scenes that are in 239, I think 239, and then open matte to, I think, like 190 or 185, probably 190, and they look good for action scenes. The open matte looks good for action scenes, but it looks real bad for the entire movie, and that's what The Flash felt like. It was a nightmare to look at. And also, I think they needed to turn up the ISO. I mean, this camera, it's I'm not really good at using it. I just got it, but I don't even have good lighting for it. That's why it's like my footage is all grainy, even though I'm recording at this high resolution. I don't know. That's just kind of like a thing I've noticed with movies nowadays, is that they're taking advantage of like the digital grain when they're for like digital movies, because like, oh, it looks more cinematic when it's got the grain, because like a 35 millimeter and 16 millimeter, they have a grain. And what about if we use like ISO on our film, like higher ISO on our films to make it look more cinematic because it's got grain? And it's like, well, don't do that. I mean, I really just prefer like a clear movie, something that's crisp. But yeah, overall, The Flash, I could not recommend it. 1 out of 10. Elemental, it's okay. It's a good movie to watch with your family. There's a good amount of jokes in there to keep you entertained. I mean, really, it's been done before. But I guess I wouldn't say it's as bad as people say it is. I like the animation. That's pretty much it. I like the animation and some of the character designs. But yeah, that's pretty much what I think about Elemental. I guess I don't know what I would give it out of 10. I guess a 6. Why not? 6 out of 10. Sure. Whatever. Yeah. I'm just kind of glad that I saw that after I watched The Flash, because I would have been miserable like the rest of the day if I hadn't seen Elemental after The Flash. It would have just looked much worse in comparison to The Flash. Yeah. That's about it.